All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. You know how this works. You send us the research, we break it down, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of glucose.
Oh yeah, glucose, the sugar molecule. Everyone knows it, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye, and some of the stuff you sent over is pretty interesting.
So true. Most people think of glucose as just fuel for our bodies, right?
Right.
Like, eat a banana, get some energy.
Right, exactly. And of course, that's a big part of it, like glycolysis. That's the classic process, the one we all learned about in school.
Oh, yeah, glycolysis. It sounds a little intimidating, but it's basically just the breakdown of glucose to release energy.
Yeah, and don't forget, it's the primary way most cells in our body, like almost all of them, power themselves.
I mean, yeah, when you put it that way,
Yeah.
that's a pretty big deal.
It is, but it's not just about that immediate burst of energy. The byproduct of glycolysis, pyruvate, that also has some important roles to play.
Oh, interesting. So it's not a one and done kind of thing?
No, not at all. Pyruvate can be further broken down for more energy, or it can be used as a building block to create other molecules, like fatty acids, for example.
Wait, so glucose can actually contribute to fat storage?
Indirectly, yeah. It's like, you know how you can use the same ingredients to make a cake or cookies?
Yeah, it's all about how you use them.
Exactly. And our bodies are pretty smart about how they use glucose. Like, they know we can't always be eating, right? So they came up with a way to store it.
Glycogen. It's like our backup energy supply.
Exactly. Glycogen. And the way it's stored is pretty clever, too. It's mostly stored in the liver and muscles.
Makes sense for the muscles. Got to have that energy ready for a workout.
Right. Think about those intense workouts like, sprinting or lifting weights. You need readily available energy, and that's where glycogen comes in.
I'm starting to see why athletes are so obsessed with carbs.
And it's not just about performance. Depleting those glycogen stores through exercise actually plays a big role in how your body recovers and builds muscle. So, it's a whole cycle.
Wow, so there's this whole connection between glucose, glycogen, and those gains at the gym.
Absolutely. It really highlights how everything is interconnected.
Now, from the research you sent, it seems like glucose is involved in a lot more than just energy and storage.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's this whole other pathway, the pentose phosphate pathway. You might also hear it called the Hexose monophosphate pathway.
Okay, that one sounds a little more complicated.
It's a bit more specialized, I guess you could say. It's where glucose gets used to create NADPH. Have you heard about antioxidants and how they fight free radicals?
Oh yeah, antioxidants are everywhere these days.
Well, think of NADPH as like an internal antioxidant factory for your cells. It helps neutralize those free radicals and protects you from cellular damage, oxidative stress, all that stuff.
So glucose is like a superhero, fighting off those villainous free radicals.
That's a great way to put it. And get this, the pentose phosphate pathway also produces the building blocks for DNA and RNA.
Hold on. So glucose helps build our genetic material.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
That's incredible.
And it doesn't stop there. Glucose is also used to create these complex molecules called glycosaminoglycans, glycolipids, and glycoproteins.
Like a what?
Yeah, they have those long, complicated names. But basically, they're essential for building structures in your body and helping cells communicate with each other.
Okay, that sounds important. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Think about the extracellular matrix. It's kind of like the scaffolding that holds all your tissues together, gives them structure.
So it's what keeps our bodies from just falling apart.
Basically. And glycosaminoglycans, they're a key component of that matrix. They're like the glue that holds everything together.
Wow, okay. And what about the glycolipids and glycoproteins?
Well, those are found in cell membranes. They act like little ID tags, helping cells recognize each other, which is super important for your immune system.
Right, so your immune cells can tell the good guys from the bad guys.
Exactly. And they also play a role in cell signaling, so cells can talk to each other and coordinate all those complex processes happening in your body.
It's amazing how glucose is involved in so many different things.
It really is. I mean, it's powering our cells, building tissues, protecting us from damage, helping cells communicate. It's truly a multi-talented molecule.
Absolutely. And who knows what other rules we might discover for glucose in the future.
That's the beauty of science. There's always more to learn.
Well, thanks for diving into this research with me. It's been really fascinating.
My pleasure. Anytime.
To all of you listening, thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We hope you learned something new about glucose today. And if you did, what do you think is the most underappreciated role of glucose in the body? Let us know your thoughts. We always love to hear from you.
Yeah, share your ideas.
And until next time, keep those brains buzzing.
Keep exploring.